What do you know about Islam?
I don't know much.
Yeah?
But I know that I've walked by a bunch of mosques before, and I've.
You walk by a bunch of mosques?
Well, there's one I walked by over there. There's one over there. You know, I don't know much about it.
I walk by Dundas Square all the time.
But.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. We're out here in Dundas Square sharing the message of Islam with our campaign, Discover the Quran. So what we're doing is we're getting people to come out here and to learn why the Quran is an important element, that it's a word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a speech of God to mankind. So we're out here in the middle of Toronto in Dundas Square giving out hundreds of these Qurans to our brothers and sisters in humanity. So we have brothers here on the left and the right, they're just sharing the message.
Do you have faith?
What makes faith correct?
Well, let me ask you if you have faith.
Depends, what do you call faith?
Forwarding.
I have faith that you're here.
Well, I call faith forwarding all issues to heaven, F-A-I-T-H.
Where's heaven? What makes heaven heaven?
True.
You understand? So the point is not about just saying I have logic. Logic has to be grounded on something that's not just based on logic. Yeah? Something is called sound knowledge.
Sound knowledge.
Yeah, you know what sound knowledge is? That you exist. Yeah?
Well, you're not bald.
What does that mean, when I'm not bald?
Well, you're just growing more face.
I have a lot of hair. But I never said I was bald.
No, on your head. You're
bald
just
where? Just bald in my arm, bald in my head.
On your head, you're just
So you have to describe now my head, I'm bald. You see? So anyway.
My name is Chris, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Chris. How you doing?
What is your name, my friend?
My name is Ali.
Ali, pleasure.
So we're out here speaking of purpose of life and giving out free Qurans. Have you ever read a Quran?
No.
You never read a Quran?
No.
So you've heard of the word Quran? Do you know what it means?
I do not know what it means.
The word Quran means the dhikr, the reminder.
The reminder.
Yes. Reminding you of what? That there is an afterlife and there's a creator. Yeah? And we have a purpose in this life. You see what I'm saying? This is one of the names. Another name of the Quran is called the Furqan, the divider. It divides between believers and non-believers.
Right.
Right? So it has many names. So you never heard these names?
No.
Okay. So basically the Quran is calling people to worship the creator, not the creation. Who do you worship?
What do you mean I don't worship?
Who do you worship?
I'm not a practicing worshiper.
Yeah. Listen, if you don't worship something, that's still worship.
Oh, it's like, I see where you're coming from. If you let's say you close your eyes and you see nothing, it's still something.
Something, yes, exactly. When you don't worship nothing, that's still something. It means you're worshiping yourself.
Yeah.
You're worshiping your intellect. You understand? So when you said I'm not practicing one thing, you must be practicing another thing. You get my point?
I do.
So the question is...
Do you do philosophy?
No, absolutely not.
You should be.
I don't need to do philosophy. Why? Philosophy is based on an intellect, yes?
Yes.
And intellect is based on my mind, which can get something right or can get something wrong. So when we're talking about intellect, right? Your intellect is based on you. You, yourself or me, can't know what is right and wrong.
True.
Okay? That's why you need guidance. You need divine guidance. So the Quran, one of the names of the Quran is the Hidayah, the one who guides.
The one who guides.
Right?
Right.
So the Quran is asking people to really think about your life. Where did you come from? Why are you here? What happens to you when you die? And that's not philosophy. You understand? You get my point?
What's interesting is my mom's a funeral director, and when I was younger I used to work in the funeral home with her. So I experienced grieving and stuff when people when they're and I've experienced a lot of different types of faiths.
Right.
And
Is your mom alive?
She's still alive, yeah.
My mom passed away.
My condolences.
No problem. You know what? My father passed away.
My condolences.
Do you know what? I had to, in Islam, when you die, you have to wash the body of your loved one. Do you know that?
I would watch the process of it.
Yeah. But I didn't watch the process. I did the process.
The family comes in and does it, and it's very
humbling. Yeah. It gives you reality.
And then the casket that the person who's buried, who's Muslim, is it's very simple, wooden box.
That's right. And you don't even need the box. Actually, technically back home, we bury them without any box. We cut the grave, and we make a hole, and we put the body in the hole, and then we put the dirt on the other side of the hole.
I'm the type of person, when I pass away, I want to go with nothing. Why? Because you're born with nothing. You can't take anything with you.
Yeah. What do you know about Islam?
I don't know much.
Yeah.
But I know that I've walked by a bunch of mosques before, and
You walk by a bunch of mosques?
Well, there's one I walked by over there. There's one over there. You know, I don't know much about it.
I walk by Dundas Square all the time.
But I'm the type of the person that
in Islam, every human being is innately born to be a good person.
Oh, innately. So innately, as you mean?
That's right. Your innate disposition is to be a good nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Humans are good natured. Yes.
Exactly. Unlike Christianity teaches that you're born in sin. In Islam, we don't believe that. We believe you're born in original goodness. And when you see something bad, you go and you repel bad, and you want to enjoy good. So when you see someone falling down, you want to go and you want to help them because that's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
That doesn't come from you, is what I'm saying. The origin of the human beings is from the Creator.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you think is good that you're doing is still inspired by God or has added into you. You're just doing the action what God is giving you the ability to do.
Gotcha.
You get my point?
Yeah.
Good.
I do appreciate this.
No problem, man.